Hey everybody, Sean from Movie Assault here, and it is time once again for another video. This time out, it is a look at some movies that I picked up at Dollar Tree and Dollar General late last week. The majority of the stuff I picked up is from Dollar Tree, but I did pick up a good number of things from Dollar General. None of these I've seen before, so these are all either blind buys or just straight up movies that I know enough about to want to pick them up and watch them. I got one DVD, the rest are Blu-rays. The first movies I'm going to show you are what I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I'll start off with this one. This is the single DVD. This is Deadsite, and this stars Liv Collins, Adam Seabold, and Rye Barrett. None of them I've heard of. This appears to be a zombie-ish movie. I haven't really... I've seen other people talk about this in their Dollar Tree pickup videos, and it just sounded interesting enough to want to pick up, especially for the low price of $1. But this says Mara Madigan is a pregnant police officer about to go on maternity leave, but on her last day on the job, she wakes up to a world ravaged by a nightmarish and bloody plague of the living dead. Amidst the chaos and violence, she finds Ben Nielsen, a man who is virtually blind, helpless, and has a mystery shrouding his past. Somehow these two must put their heads together and find a way to safety to escape this living hell. So, for $1, it sounds interesting. Next up is a film called Into the Ashes, and this stars Frank Grillo, who, if you are familiar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you probably have seen him in Captain America, Winter Soldier, among others. This appears to be an action film of some sort. It says the sins of your past will find you on the back, and on the front it says from the fire vengeance will rise. Lots of men pointing guns, so I'm assuming it's an action film. And this stars, aside from Frank Grillo, it is Luke Grimes, Robert Taylor, James Badge Dale, and it was directed by Aaron Harvey. If you've seen this or any of the movies in this video today, let me know what you thought of them. That came with a slipcover, so for $1 I picked it up. I did lie. I did see one of these films, and that's Swordfish on this. This is a Blu-ray double feature from Warner Brothers. The movie that I haven't seen is Rock'n'Rolla, a Guy Ritchie film. Swordfish I saw probably about 20 years ago. It came out in 2001. And I remember there being a big deal because Halle Berry is partially nude in it, and that ruffled some feathers back in the day. But Rock'n'Rolla is from 2008, and I don't know anything about that one other than Gerard Butler's in it. Tom Wilkinson, Thandie Newton, Mark Strong, Idris Elba, Tom Hardy, and Jeremy Piven, among others. It was written and directed by Guy Ritchie. Should be interesting if nothing else. Oh, and Swordfish has Halle Berry, John Travolta, and Hugh Jackman. And it's like a techno thriller type thing. This one I have heard nothing about at all. This is the Uptown Outlaws, starring Billy Bob Thornton and Eva Longoria. Looks to be another action type film. According to the quote on the back from Screen Daily, it's a bold, brassy, and bloody grindhouse romp. It says on the front, it ain't a party until the guns come out. So looks like some sort of redneck extravaganza. I have no idea. But for $1, not going to sweat it too much. It also has Andre Braugher, Paul Wesley, and Travis Fimmel. I'm not sure who they are. It was directed by Barry Battles. If you've seen this, let me know. This one I have seen too, so I guess they weren't all blind buys. I forgot about this one too. This is The Death of Superman, a DC animated film. I've seen this one. I forget where I saw it. I don't know if it was on Amazon or Netflix, or if I rented it. I can't remember. It was probably about a year and a half ago. But I believe this is the first part of a two-part I don't want to say series, but this is the first part of a two-parter, and I can't remember what the second one is called. Reign of the Supermen, that's it. But this, of course, retells the story of Superman's demise at the hands of Doomsday, and I remember it being pretty entertaining for an animated movie. It's 81 minutes long, and most of the DC Universe films that I've seen have been really good, or at least better than than you'd expect from an animated film. This one is Going in Style, starring Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. And it's about three men who lose their pensions and apparently have to rob a bank to get their money to retire on. I remember this coming out in theaters. I don't remember hearing too much about it. But the cast, if nothing else, the cast is pretty good. So this should be pretty entertaining. It seems that in every Dollar Tree run, I have to get a Nicolas Cage film, and this one is no different. This is a score to settle with Nicolas Cage, and let's see who else is in this. Noah LaGrosse, Carolina Wydra, Mohammed Karim, Ian Tracy, and Benjamin Bratt. I know Benjamin Bratt. I'm not sure about any of the others. I really know nothing about this. It just says revenge is coming. Diagnosed with a fatal condition, Frankie Carver, who is played by Nicolas Cage, is released from prison after serving 19 years of hard time. With only a short time left to live, Frankie must desperately try to make amends with the son he left behind while he plots a bloody course of revenge, tracking down his old gang to make them pay one by one. This is one I have not seen anyone pick up. I don't know anything about it, so as always, feel free to let me know what you think of it if you've heard of it. It's called Drowning. Sounds like a loose disc in there, which it didn't sound like when I bought it, so that must have just happened. Anyway, this has Josh Charles, Julia Stiles, and Yvonne Jogia? I don't know. If you are familiar with that actor, let me know. If you've seen this, let me know. The Drowning plot summary says, after psychologist Tom Seymour plunges into an icy river to rescue a young man from drowning, he discovers that the man he saved is Danny Miller, a boy he helped convict of murder 12 years earlier. Soon afterwards, Danny befriends Tom's wife and draws Tom into a dangerous game of cat and mouse, jeopardizing not only his marriage, but his grip on reality. And losing your grip on reality, probably a good way to segue into this one. This is I'm Still Here with Joaquin Phoenix and Casey Affleck. I remember the publicity campaign leading up to this was pretty interesting, for lack of a better or polite word. And I really wanted to check this out for $1. I wouldn't pay more than that, but basically, let's see, it says Oscar-nominated actor Casey Affleck in his directorial debut, together with fellow Oscar nominee Joaquin Phoenix, blow the roof off conventional filmmaking in this unique and groundbreaking experimental project. Joaquin gives a powerful performance as JP, wonder what that stands for, an out-of-control Hollywood celebrity who commits career suicide in announcing that he's retiring from acting while at the top of his game to become a hip-hop star. I remember him being on Letterman. That's what I remember from the promotional parts of that, or campaign of that. And then the last one that I picked up at Dollar Tree is Keanu, starring Keegan-Michael Key, and Jordan Peele. And I think you learn all you need to know from the front cover. I've heard mixed things about this. It was rated fresh, certified fresh by RottenTomatoes.com. This is from 2016. If you've seen it, let me know. I'm expecting weirdness. Hopefully it'll deliver. All right, the rest of these are films that I picked up from Dollar General. These, let me double check before I lie again. These are all blind buys. The most interesting to me is this one. This is Where the Wild Things Are and A Never-Ending Story. I've never seen either one of these films, despite having heard good things about both. I'm kind of interested how the Never-Ending Story is going to resonate with me, because I've heard so many things about it and so many people who grew up watching it. I am not one of those people, but I'd like to see, you know, how it affects me now. And Where the Wild Things Are, of course, is based on the book by Maurice Sendak. And I've never read the book, never seen the movie, so maybe I'll catch up on some childhood knowledge. Also picked up Collateral Beauty, starring Will Smith. This also has Keira Knightley, Kate Winslet, Helen Mirren, Michael Pena, Edward Norton, and Naomi Harris in it. And I don't remember hearing too much, if anything, about this other than it was a little strange. But for $3.95, I will check it out. From the Wachowskis, who've brought us, of course, The Matrix and Speed Racer, is Jupiter Ascending. I remember when this came out. I think this was 2014. Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer before Godzilla in the theater, and I didn't think it looked all that great. But I'm willing to check it out. It's got Channing Tatum and Mila Kunis in it, Sean Bean, Eddie Redmayne, and of course was written and directed by the Wachowskis, Lana and Andy. So let me know what your thoughts on this if you've seen it. Is it worth $5? And then the last, I'll show both of these 4 movies. One is a triple feature. I got Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Ocean's 13 for $7. And then also picked up Ocean's 8 for $5. So, you know, $12 for 4 movies, $3 a movie. That's not too bad in my book. I've only seen Ocean's 11. I know these are all caper films with fantastic casts. The first 3, Oceans 11, 12, and 13, of course, feature Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and Matt Damon. And then Andy Garcia, and then a revolving door of female cast members, including Julia Roberts, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Ellen Barkin. So I'm interested to see how well the 12 and 13 stand up to 11, which I thought was entertaining. And Ocean's 8 is sort of a flip the script. It's the same premise, or same type of premise, but with an all-female cast. So I'm interested to see how that one stands up. That one has Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Awkwafina, Rihanna, and Helena Bonham Carter. So that should be damn interesting. So there you go. That's all the films that I picked up on Blu-ray and the 1 DVD from Dollar Tree and Dollar General. I will have more pickups for you at the end of the month, and I'm hoping to make another video between now and then. We'll see how that goes. So thanks as always for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, hit that like, thumbs up button. Hit the reminder bell for notifications when I make a new video, and take it easy. Thanks for watching.